Hello, HHS, and welcome to the first episode of Commando Connection. I'm your host, Carter.
And I'm Anna.
In this first episode, we'll be taking a look back at what has gone on this week in homecoming, as well as highlighting some other events that have happened so far this year.
That's right, Carter. We will also be doing a few other segments highlighting homecoming week. Roll the tape.
Can you feel it? Now it's coming back. Steal it.
Neon Day!
Where's this guy?
Neon Day!
When I lost it, yeah, you held my hand, but I tossed it. Didn't understand you were waiting as I dove into the waterfall. So say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo.
Today is Tossback Tuesday. This is my Tossback picture. This is first grade Miss Domestic. This is 1-year-old Miss George. I look like a little boy.
Today is Tossback Tuesday from Homecoming Week, and I dressed up as myself and went on Great in the Park.
Yo, it's Tossback Tuesday and got my nice apparel on.
Today is Tossback Tuesday, and I'm wearing my attire as a child.
It's Tossback Tuesday, and yeah, that's me.
We're playing Powder Puff. It's going to be the highlight of your year, probably. It's the most fun you'll ever have.
So take a look what you've done. Cause baby, now we got bad blood.
Sophomores today.
Yeah.
We're gonna kick butt.
We're gonna whoop some booty.
We're gonna crush the sophomores and
Hey, where's
win
my
the
line?
We're gonna crush the sophomores
Don't even take this.
and win the game. We're gonna win.
We gotta take care of this game first. Smack him in the mouth.
We're gonna dominate. We're gonna kill them in the dirt.
The senior shirt says respect your leaders, but I'm about to show them a lot of disrespect.
In the dirt.
We're gonna win.
Fun out there.
It's going. I'm positive. We're gonna win. We're gonna beat them.
So freshmen are gonna crush the juniors. This is what's gonna happen.
All skulls will guys in you.
Commando!
This is the casket for the Raven!
As you can see, Homecoming was an overwhelming success this year. Now, Anna, we need to discuss these Powder Puff games. How intense were they really? I mean, I was coaching the games, and one of my girls looked at the other team and said, "I'm going to rip your hair and face off." How scary is that?
Ah, yes, the old rip your hair and face off threat. Sportsmanship's always at an all-time high during those games.
Well, anyway, what do you say we move on?
I think that's a good idea.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
Back on September 10th, HHS's STARS program, led by Debbie Sheets, took a group of students from HHS down to Siegel High School in Murfreesboro to meet up with more than 50 other schools for the Youth Leadership Summit.
Talented speaker Mike Smith shared his incredible testimony about his journey from being a nobody in high school, overcoming tremendous odds, and now accomplishing so much. He also shared a powerful message about bullying in high school and the importance of living a purposeful and passion-filled life.
After listening to him that morning, many of our students and teachers who went felt empowered and highly affected by his inspirational story.
So, my name's Sam Gilbert, and I'm an English teacher here at the school.
Hi, I'm Miss George. I teach Spanish here.
Katie Lee. Amy Perry.
My name is Garrett Allen.
Hi, I'm Tyler Batista. And
a few weeks ago, we took a group of students from HHS, the school climate team, down to Siegel High School in Murfreesboro to listen to a guy named Mike Smith.
A motivational speaker. Not the type that you would expect.
It was really inspiring to see how he realized how at first he started out as a kid who was also kind of transparent
He's been the student that felt like he wasn't noticed, that kind of walked around the school like a ghost.
And he realized that he was the kind of guy who wanted to help other people and make a difference in a positive way.
Especially people that need friends and need people to talk to.
To reach out to people who may be uncomfortable or going through struggles that we might not even know about.
Sometimes we think like when we see people by themselves that they don't want to talk to us, but sometimes they just don't know how to. And so that definitely gives me a new perspective on how to include people and treat others.
And I learned how I can apply myself to the school and hopefully change some things.
Being nice is not just about doing good things when you think they're required, doing things that you just know that are right and that you want to do out of like the goodness of your heart.
That's one way you can be a leader, is going up to people that normally you don't talk to, but reaching out to them.
To be change makers in our school, in our community.
One of the big things that he talked about, of course, was leaving your legacy behind, and he gave all of us a challenge for all of us to be able to come together and to leave a legacy in our school and even in our personal lives.
It was a really inspirational event. He gave us some really great advice that we hope to implement here at HHS. I think the students are excited, I'm excited, and we'll see how it works.
Let's take a quick look at just one of those videos now.
We all know how it feels to be judged, whether it's at school, it's at work, it's at home, because of the clothes that we wear, the sports that we play, the music that we listen to, the things that we like to do, the group of friends that we hang out with. Maybe it's the mistakes that we made. We all know what it feels like to be judged. I get thousands and thousands of emails, messages, comments, posts from students all across the country talking to me about how it feels to be not accepted by one group or not a part of another group, that their school is plagued by cliques and people judging other people. It's like you walk into the lunchroom and you know exactly where you can sit and where you can't sit, and everybody's got their little place. You know what's crazy to me? That over 42% of all students say that they've been bullied online. 3 million students nationally are absent every single month from school because they don't feel safe. Every day in our country, there's an average of over 5,000 students who have attempted suicide, and that's just grades 7 through 12. Where do these numbers stem from? I think it comes from the way that we judge each other. Judgment isn't just a high school problem. The way that we judge each other, it's a society problem. If you don't believe me, just look at social media. Look at the things that people write about each other on Facebook, the comments on Instagram. It's the things that people tweet at celebrities. I mean, have you ever read the comments on a YouTube video? The world, it's more connected than ever. But bullying, cliques, prejudice, those things run rampant in our schools across the country. A lot of the reason judgment exists is because of the differences in how we value each other. You know, we hold someone as more valuable because they play sports or because they get straight A's. Or you judge somebody because of, you know, the neighborhood that they come from or the money that their parents make. Or we judge someone because of the music that they listen to or the color of their skin, their ethnic background, or their sexual preference. You know the way you kids hate how adults judge you? It's the way that they look at you for being different, for being young, for being unique. It's the same look, it's the same exact thing that you do to each other every single day. If you're the kind of person who judges someone, all it is a pathetic little habit that starts when you're a kid, and by the time you're an adult, you can't change because it's so rooted in who you are. It's like there's this totem pole that we base people on, like there's this top and this middle and this bottom, and we base people based upon our own value system, and wherever you're at on the totem pole, that's how you treat people. I mean, I've been on all sides of it. I remember walking into high school as a new student with purple hair and a Green Day t-shirt on, and then I became a 4-sport varsity athlete, and I thought I was more important than everyone else just because I played sports. I thought judgment would end after high school, but it doesn't. I mean, it continues on into the adult world. There's nothing that cracks me up more than when I walk into a room filled with adults and I watch them judge me for what I look like. I mean, judgment, it's something that you're gonna face for the rest of your life. And you can sit there and pretend it's not you. You can pretend that you haven't been bit by this poison. You can pretend that you don't have this little totem pole for the way that you evaluate people and the way that you judge people. But you have to realize something. All of us, we all have our own prejudices. We all make our own judgments. We have to understand that everyone has value. Everyone matters. I mean, if you're cutting yourself because you don't feel like you belong at school, you do. You matter. If you don't want to show up every morning because you feel like nobody hears you and nobody cares about you, if you're watching this and you feel like a ghost, you have to understand something. Every one of us matters. We all matter. But if each of us can understand that we've all got value, that we all matter, that's when we begin to change the culture of our schools.
Staying on the theme of inspirational and motivational performers, we want to next highlight Mr. Stephen Bargatze. Mr. Bargatze is a world champion magician whom a lot of the students have maybe seen over their past couple of years at HHS. He uses a platform of magic to also talk about bullying issues in school as well as a perseverance.
His presentation each year is only available to freshmen. Let's take a look at a few highlights from this year's presentation.
I have 0. What do you have? 30. Right, let him go. You're not even close. That's like 32. But sometimes I'll do this. I'll pretend. I just leave it. Get picked up. He was, when I came around, he was drinking every day of his life. Just went to the bars and drank. He didn't seem like a very happy person when I was around him a lot. He got in his 40s, he got sick, and he was told if you keep drinking, it's going to kill you. And
Next, we'd like to recognize the 16 new faculty members. Holy cannoli!
Holy cannoli, indeed, Carter. We went around the school to meet the new faculty and learn a little bit more about them. Let's take it over to Caitlin to see what we found out.
Thanks, Connor and Anna. I am here introducing the new teachers of HHS. Would you mind introducing yourself for me?
Hi, my name is Miss Travato, and I'm one of the HHS librarians.
Oh, awesome. So how long have you been a librarian?
This is my 8th year as librarian.
Ooh, cool. What made you become a librarian?
I've always been a big reader, and I wanted to work with kids, so I thought that would be a good fit to work in the library.
What's your favorite book?
I would have to say my favorite book is the Dune series by Frank Herbert.
Ooh, a good one. I haven't read it, though, so I guess I'll read it next. What's one thing most people do not know about you?
I would say I had the opportunity to teach in England for a year at a private school as the librarian, so that was a great experience for me.
Wow, that's really cool. Would you mind introducing yourself?
My name is Miss McDaniel, and I actually came in January of last year.
So where are you originally from?
I am from Bristol. Bristol, baby!
So what was one of the reasons you wanted to be a librarian?
Well, I want to have control of all the books. But I just love to read and to share books with kids and a little bit of the technology too. So
do you have any favorite books in mind?
My most recent favorite was probably Everything I Never Told You.
Ooh, nice. So there we have it. Would you mind introducing yourself for me?
Hello, I'm Miss Hall, and I teach Latin and ACT Prep.
What made you become a Latin teacher?
Actually, it was from when I attended here and took Latin and realized that I loved it. So now I'm back and I'm teaching it.
What's something interesting about yourself?
Well, I not only know Latin, but I know ancient Greek, German, and Mandarin Chinese.
Ooh, that's awesome. Can you speak some of the language for me?
Ni hao, auf Wiedersehen, salve.
What did you say?
I said hello, goodbye, hello.
Okay, well, that means we are saying goodbye to you. Would you mind introducing yourself for me?
My name is Donald LaFleur. I'm a special educator here at this school.
Oh, that's cool. What made you want to be a special educator?
I enjoy working with students that struggle and that think outside the box. So finding a way to make them understand what's going on is way better than just letting them kind of slide through the cracks. So they need a little support too.
Where are you originally from?
Originally from Vermont.
Ooh, Vermont. Back to you, Carter and Anna.
Thanks, Caitlin. Now let's send it over to a few of our other interviewers to learn more.
Introduce yourself. I am Brittany Watson.
And what class do you teach at Hendersonville?
Business Communications.
And where are you in the building?
Upstairs, room 233.
What is something not a lot of people know about you?
We'll keep this one simple. I was born 2 months early. I spent my first, I think it was 9 weeks in the hospital. But other than that, I'm good and fine.
All right, well, thanks, that's it.
We are here with a new teacher. Go ahead and give us your name.
I'm Ruth Lee Bellflower.
What do you teach and how long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching for about 14 years, and I teach English 1 and Honors English 4.
So if a student was sleeping in your class, what would you do?
I go stand real close to them and kind of breathe on them a little bit.
Hey everybody, this is Lily, and we are interviewing new employees for HHS. Would you mind introducing yourself?
I am Mrs. Kane, and I am one of the new school counselors.
Where are you located in the building?
I'm located in the back office, right behind Miss Sanders' desk, and just kind of around the corner from the guidance office.
Okay, what is your favorite thing about this job?
Oh, definitely my favorite thing is just getting to meet all of the students. So I used to teach high school, and then I counseled middle school students for a while, and I'm just really excited to be back with high school students and just getting to meet all of them.
That's awesome. What is something that not many people know about you?
I would say that I moved a lot when I was in school, especially when I was in high school. We moved a lot. My freshman year alone, I was at 4 different schools. So I think a lot of people don't realize that, and I think that can kind of helps me relate to some of my students.
Okay, well, there you have it.
I'm Andrew Larson, and we're here to interview new teachers. First question we have is, how long have you been teaching, and what inspired you to become a teacher?
I've been teaching, this is my 5th year, my first year at HHS. I guess I subbed for a little while and knew that that's what I wanted to do, and so went back to school, got my master's, and became a teacher.
Awesome. The second question is, where are you from?
I am born and raised mostly in Hendersonville, but graduated from Gallatin High School, I know, in 95. Tells you a little bit how old I am.
And what is one thing that people don't know about you?
One thing. That I have my biggest fear is frogs. I hate frogs. They're slimy, nasty, and I hate them.
All right. Thank you very much.
Hey guys, I'm Grace, and I'm here with Miss Beard. She's a new teacher here at HHS, and we just have a few questions for her. Our first question is going to be, what classes do you teach, and where are you located in the building?
I teach the older CDC population. I work with 11th and 12th graders, as well as the ones who have transitioned out into the community.
What is something that some people may not know about you?
Something most might not know about me would be after high school, I went and danced for Disney until I decided what it was I wanted to pursue in college. And that's when I returned to St. Petersburg, Florida, and pursued my degree in special education at USF.
Hi, I'm Zoe from the Commando Connection, and today we are doing new teacher interviews. What is your name?
Alex Tummins.
How long have you been teaching?
This is my first real year of teaching. I taught last year to get my master's when I was at UT.
Interesting. Where are you from?
I was born and raised in Hendersonville, graduated from Hendersonville, and then I was in Knoxville the last 5 years.
Awesome. Can you tell me something interesting about yourself?
I'm not very interesting, but I was born on Halloween, so I guess that's pretty interesting.
It is pretty interesting. Thanks for joining us. Back to you in the studio.
Now let's send it over to Andrew Larson with the weather.
It's fall.
Thanks, Andrew.
Moving on to sports, let's talk about what our sports teams and other groups have done this fall.
Let's send it over to our sports and recreation reporters, Channing and Alden, to learn more.
Thanks, guys. On October 10th, the HHS Band of Gold won the Grand Champion Award at the Bandapalooza for the 2nd year in a row and the 3rd time in 5 years. They got 2nd in percussion and color guard, first place in band classification. Congrats to the Band of Gold and another dominating performance.
On September 25th weekend, the Lady Commando volleyball team traveled to Paducah, Kentucky to compete in the Quad State Tournament. The volleyball team came home with the championship after beating Warren Central after going 4-2 for the tournament.
On October 15th, the HHS Lady Commandos soccer team took on Station Camp for the district championship. They handled the Lady Bison 3-1 in a victory. The following day, 7 girls were named to the all-district team, including Claire Alvarez, Arden Butler, Sydney Kaysen, Mackenzie Cotter, Maddie Kimmler, Brooke Long, and Haley Stevens. Also, the District 9 co-MVP honor went to Claire Alvarez, and the MVP of the district went to Sydney Kaysen. Congratulations to the girls soccer team and to all their accomplishments this year.
Back on September 21st, the Hendersonville High School boys golf team rolled into the Class AAA state tournament once again by winning its 8th consecutive Region 5 AAA tournament, which was held at Swan Lake Golf Course in Clarksville.
Austin Lancaster repeated as the first place medalist with the 72, while Charles Seal and Bryce Lewis finished second and third respectively for HHS. All three of them purchased their ticket to state, where they finished in the top 25 of the state level. Congrats on another successful season by the boys golf team.
The girls golf team was highlighted by Megan Stamps this season, who qualified for the state tournament for the third time. After tying 27th in the state tournament, Megan went on to play in the Tennessee Junior Cup on October 10th and 11th. This is a special event where only the top golfers in the state of Tennessee who are nationally ranked get to compete. Congratulations, Megan, on another successful win.
Next, back on September 26th, the HHS boys bowling team won the White House Jamboree, which is a preseason tourney at the Hendersonville Strike and Spare. Wyatt Patterson had the high series of the tournament with the 696 three-game score. Christopher Sparks wasn't very far behind with the 648 series score. The girls team had a strong showing, finishing 9th as well. The first couple of weeks in their season, they saw convincing victories over Gallatin and a highly touted Lebanon High School team. This has placed them in first place currently in their district. Congrats to a great start to the bowling teams. So Carter, you know how Beach is our little brother?
Yeah.
Well, remember when we played them at sports?
No.
Okay, well then let me show you a little clip that'll help you remember.
Coach Tummins looks like he still lives with his parents. Hashtag, he actually does. I do.
The only thing Coach Miller likes more than super old history movies is smacking sleeping students with ruler.
Coach Dean, more like Coach Mean. Not mean. Who says I'm mean? I'm not mean.
Is Coach Hendricks funny? Does a fat baby poop in the middle of the woods on Christmas Eve night? Yes.
I can't decide which Miss Watson I'm in love with more. Hashtag teacher crush. Hashtag Watson, what you gonna do?
Mr. Colling, I think all that popcorn you eat is stunting your growth. Hashtag fruits and vegetables. Joke's on you, my growth was stunted years ago.
I once spent my class fee money on Pop-Tarts. Hashtag Coach Jones. Hashtag Pop-Tarty.
I bet Miss Watson just got her driver's permit. Hashtag you are 12. Well, if I was 12, I wouldn't have my driver's permit.
Mr. Zajac has hair like William Wallace's hair. Hashtag Braveheart. You know it.
Coach Beasley's head looks like a fuzzy potato. Hashtag VeggieTales.
Why is Coach Serban always so red? Hashtag he's smoking hot. What the?
Dr. Phillips' laugh could make babies cry. Hashtag scary.
I can't decide between a ball joke or a I look like I'm 50 joke. Hashtag Benjamin Button. Hashtag bald. A ball joke, really?
Coach Plummer looks like the Sonic Hedgehog. Really?
Coach Sanders needs to invest in some Just for Men gel. Hashtag a touch of gray. Nothing like the obvious.
Coach Case looks like Splinter from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Thanks.
Mr. Saylor is the biggest basic white girl in the school. He probably wears Ugg boots on the weekends. Hashtag hipster for days. I know who this is, you get an F.
The only good thing about Miss Elmore's class is that it smells amazing. Hash brown board.
Miss George reminds me of a grown-up Dora the Explorer. Hashtag no me gusta.
Mr. Billingsley is like a young Santa Claus. Hashtag jolly flashback.
Mr. Jerome is shorter than my attention span in his class. Hashtag Mr. G. Is that the best you got? That's the most unoriginal short joke I've heard in 51 years.
Mr. Taylor is hot, but he also reminds me of my dad, kinda. Hashtag weird. That is weird, but obviously your dad is one good-looking dude, so.
Miss Kotler's handwriting is harder to figure out than a 5-year-old's finger painting. Hashtag write neater. Well, my friends, that's why I'm a math teacher, not an English teacher. Shout out to Watson Sims.
Miss Jascott's dancing is subpar. Hashtag amateur hour. But I spend so long practicing my dance moves in the mirror.
At Mrs. Vestic, feel free to explain this in English one time. Hashtag don't understand a word. ¿No me entiendes cuando hablo en español? No entiendo.
The most electrifying thing in Miss Watts's class is her name. Hashtag puns for life.
Mr. Kane looks like the white version of Frozone. Hashtag Incredibles.
Rogers looks like Paula Deen. Hashtag can't you really cook? No, I can't cook, but I wish I was Paula Deen. Then I'd be rich and famous.
Well, that's our show today on the Commando Connection.
From the best
to the rest.
See you later, HHS.
Hi, I'm Mr. George. I'm not there, stop. I'm Mrs. Dairy George.
Get your name right.
You said to George and then it
I didn't say anything.
JK. I'm not really sure what to say anymore.
A joke. Or you can!
Yes, Channing messed up.
Not always perfect. Just kidding.
Lucy Goose.
You ready?
I was born.
Anna is a loser.
Doesn't respond.
Where does he come up with this stuff? This guy.
Dang it, I was so close. I was so close.
Sometimes in your eyes, I see the beauty in the world.
Hard. First place in the. I'm a.
By Steve Bugatti.
Bugatti. Okay.
Steve Bugatti.
Okay, I won't. Sorry, I hate messing up. Ooh, sportsmanship is awesome.
Bargatze is a world champion musician.